Hello and welcome to all of you who are born in the zodiac sign of Pisces and to those of you who have your ascendant in this zodiac sign. So let's begin directly, let's dive directly into the cards to see what Saturn has been trying to teach you or communicate to you while it's been in Aquarius. So let's pull some astrology cards to see what's coming out for you. What is coming out for Piscean people here? Okay. We have a zodiac sign card coming out for you. And the zodiac signs in the astrology are talking about the energy that we are surrounding ourselves with. Okay, so let's see which energy has been around you while Saturn has been in Aquarius. And here we have Cancer. So another water element sign. Cancer is ruling in the 4th house of the zodiac where we find the moon. So Cancer is a very, as it says in the card, very emotional, sensitive, caring and loving energy, and it also may concern family, you know, a mother or a child or something like that. But a very protective energy as well, extremely sensitive. Like the Cancer, it runs sideways, so whenever it's coming out in the open and finding that its surroundings or the environment is just too trying for its feelings, you know, it would just like to crawl right back to where it came from, to feel protected, to feel secure, because Cancer is also about where we find our security zone. Okay, so very, very sensitive energy. So it could be that you have been in need of this, or it could be that someone around you has been in need of this energy where you have been showing up as the mother, or in some cases maybe you have been more like the child holding that kind of energy. So let's pull some tarot cards to see what's coming out here, if we can gain some more information on this. I'll begin by pulling some cards from the Major Arcana, which is talking about the bigger energies coming in. So let's see what this is all about. Let's see what's coming out for Piscean people here. Okay, I will pull the card from the top of the deck. And here we have card number 13 in reverse. This is also the death card. I'll just show you it in its upright position. Normally it's talking about sudden change and transformation, the beginning of the end or something. But in reverse it's talking about that something really needs to go in your life. Something needs to fall away. Okay? So it could be, since we also have a representation of the 4th house here about our roots and family, our home environment where we feel secure, there's something that needs to go there. There's something that Saturn has been trying to tell you about this, trying to teach you a lesson, that something here may not have been healthy for you. Also, I'd like to mention that Saturn rules in the 10th house where we find Capricorn energies, and Capricorn is actually the sister sign of Cancer. Okay, so there could be something here going on with your, especially also the past. There could be something there that really needed your focus, your attention, because something just needs to be let go of there. Okay, so let's pull some cards from the Minor Arcanas, which is about the 4 elements, the zodiac sign energies, and also the life areas. So maybe you want to check out in your chart where you have these zodiac sign energies as well, but definitely you want to check out where you have Cancerian energy, okay? In which house, which life area this is talking about for you, because that's where Saturn really wants to draw your attention to. So there is something there. Okay, and let's pull a card from the top of the deck again. And here we have card number 6 from the Swords. Okay, the Swords is a reference to all the air zodiac signs of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So the Swords is a reference to our mental state. It's about our thinking patterns, our private psychology, how we see and understand things, and also how we communicate both through speaking or writing. So with 6 of Swords here, it's talking about that there's been some kind of delay, misunderstandings. It's there is something here, yeah, that is what needed to have a cleanse out. Something has been deeply rooted in this energy with, you know, again, a reference back to your family or your roots. There is something here that really needed some kind of uprooting, okay? When the death card comes in like this, it's always in my readings a reference to the planet Pluto. And Pluto is actually is always giving us the chance for rebirth. It's really cleansing everything out. It's taking everything out by the root so that we can begin to regenerate, okay? So it's really a very strong energy, and if we just allow ourselves to go with it instead of working against it, it will become much easier to cleanse out in our lives, okay? So there is something here that has needed some kind of cleansing out. It's about delays or misunderstandings in communication. That is what the death card is trying now to really cleanse out in your life, okay? And very emotional. This has been very, very emotional, or maybe you are still in it. For some of you, you are almost out of it. Some of you will begin this journey, where however it resonates, depending on where you are right now on your life path. But there is some kind of cleansing out, deep cleansing out, something that physically needs to fall away now. Of misunderstandings, or this could be about delays in information, something that you've been waiting for and now it's coming in and it's not what you expected it to be. So again, however that resonates. So something within your way of seeing things, understanding things, maybe you find that you have been completely misunderstood by your family or someone very close to you emotionally, where you have been in the need of strong protection. And again, I'm also being led to that it could be someone in your environment who has been needing you to stand up for them. So again, this can go both ways, but there has been some kind of misunderstanding, or there has been delays. But we can also see how there is I think it is a tulip here. So there's something where you are beginning to blossom out of that right now. So there's an uprooting of that so that you can begin to regenerate again, to put new seeds in your emotional soil, in your emotional ground. So work with this energy instead of working against it. That's definitely how to move, you could say, more smoothly out of this situation also, okay? So let's pull some cards from this personal cards from this deck to see how this is showing up for you in a more tangible way. And this is really a tough journey for you, and also because you are Piscean, you are extremely emotional. You are all about unconditional love. And Saturn trying to tell you in Aquarius that you are on your way to more freedom, maybe through creating some kind of revolution, or you are beginning to do things differently within these energies, okay, in how you are seeing and understanding it. There is some kind of uprooting there, some kind of deep cleanse. So maybe there's been a misunderstanding all your life with a very significant someone else, and that is now about to be uprooted, to be cleansed out. So maybe it also could be misunderstandings and you're just clearing the way for that. You really have that deep, serious talk about it. What was it that we misunderstood when we were kids? Something like that. But a deep cleanse is really what's going on here. So maybe for some of you who have been feeling this energy ever since Saturn entered into Aquarius late 2020, you have had a couple of rough years perhaps. This has been very emotional for you. Okay, we have one card coming out. Okay, 2 cards. Interesting, so let's have a look at them. Okay, so the first card is number 2. So remember to go with the numbers, colors, drawings on the cards, wherever you feel that you are, no matter in which direction you feel that you're being led into, because that would be a specific personal message just for you. But here it is talking about becoming your own main female. If there are any males out there watching this, this is talking about your feminine side in life, feminine aspect, your motherly side, okay? Talking about your emotions, pointing to our soul. And to me, in my readings, this card is always showing up as something being independent, because this is pointing to the second house of the zodiac, where we find Taurus energies and Venus, and self-sustainability, self-worth, self-value, and also about our materialistic status, abundance, indulgence, harmony, love, using our senses. But this is talking about definitely you becoming more focused on you, okay? So I feel for many of you, you have been let down. You have been misunderstood, maybe perhaps all your life, and now finally Saturn is trying to teach you a lesson there, that you need to take responsibility for that you are being overlooked, overheard, misunderstood. And it's been approximately 30 years since Saturn was in Aquarius last time, so maybe you want to have a look back in time. Again, the water signs are always pointing to our remembrance, the truth of it all, going back. And with Cancer here, our inner wild nature, our patterns, okay, our habits. So that could be an emotional habit that Saturn wanted you here to take responsibility for, so that you can now enter into more freedom. And since we also have a Swords card here, a reference to Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, and Saturn is in Aquarius, I feel that it's pointing very much to that right now you are about to set yourself free through this deep cleanse. So whether it is you having a talk with someone saying, you know what, I always feel misunderstood, I don't want to be like this anymore, I'm taking full responsibility for me, I am valuing me, I am focusing now on my own self-worth, okay? Or it could just be that you are leaving something, you know, you are physically leaving this situation or this home, this house. This could also point to your home situation right now, where you are. Where do you feel secure in life? That's in general what Cancer wants to talk to you about, okay? And Saturn wants you to take responsibility for that. So you are becoming the most important person in your own life. Congratulations, because that's what it's all about. Okay, we are the main character of our own lives. We are the head star in our own life. Of course we are. No one can take responsibility for our life than ourselves, okay? And the second card coming out is card number 23, talking about courthouse. So something has been set straight here, and I feel immediately drawn also back to one of the air zodiac signs. This time it would be Libra, because it's talking about that lawyer judge energy going on. Libra is having this 360-degree review of things before it makes its decision. That's why we also sometimes find that a Libra person can have a hard time making up his or her mind, but it's because they want to know absolutely everything about every case before they make a decision. Also in Libra we find Venus, so there's a double Venus going on here, because in Libra we want equality, okay? We want the scales to be set straight, okay? So something has been in the courthouse, okay? The court is set, the verdict is here, and it's been heavenly sent. Okay, you are supposed to be your own main female character in your own life. Okay, so there is something being set straight here. This is rectification. This is being fair. Since Saturn is in Aquarius, it is very much about seeing things from a higher perspective, to see the fairness of things. So something has not been fair to you, but it's something that Saturn has been drawing your attention to, so that you can become your own lawyer and you can say to yourself, okay, you are weighing the scales. My actions, their actions, whatever it is, or whomever it is you feel have been doing you wrong, you have had a closer look at that, and you are now ready to for the verdict of that. You are ready to take action on that because you have seen it, trying to do some analysis on it. You've been trying to understand it, to see it from every angle where you've been misunderstood, overlooked, overseen. And so now it is time for some rectification here, okay, where you're coming home to yourself here, where you are valuing yourself more, okay? And whatever two may mean for you, but there is, maybe it's between you and just one other party. We have Libra, that's the 2 scales, so maybe the number 2 is significant for some of you out there. So let's pull a Destiny's card to see where you are headed. But really, this is something that is going really, really deep, okay? Either you will cleanse the air with whomever it is that's been doing you wrong, or someone that you are helping getting into this situation. Very important, as that keeps coming up here, that it could be someone you are assisting with all of this, okay? Because Piscean energy, you are endlessly forgiving, endlessly loving. You want the deeper truth of it all. You are working you are selfless, right? You are out of your ego. It's like there is no ego for you. You are so much out of yourself. You are so much into other dimensions. You have so great connection with your fantasy, imagination, deeper feelings, okay, and maybe even dreams at nighttime. You are really experiencing things, seeing things from a completely different perspective, because in the 12th house and with Piscean energy, that's where we are coming home to ourselves. That's where we are in the last house of the zodiac. We have been through it all. We've seen it all. We are ready for something new, okay? So there's also some kind of reset going on here. So let's pull a Destiny's card here to see where you are headed. And I'm a little bit excited to see where you are going with all of this, but definitely taking the power back to yourself. That's also something Pluto is talking about, taking your power back to yourself, okay? So that you can regenerate, okay? So let's just pull the card from the top of the deck. Yes, you are cleansed, okay? See? You have seen things, again, Libra energy, the scales, 2 parties. You have been seeing things from 2 different angles, and now you're ready. You are ready to become your own lawyer, your own judge, okay? I feel it's you. It's your masculine energies, it's your feminine energies. 2, you're ready to reunite, okay? Pisceans, you're ready to come home to yourself. Purity, you are cleansed. You are pure, you are innocent. I feel that there's been something unfair going on here towards you. Wow. So also here we have a purple eye, a reference to your crown chakra. Again, back to the mental state, understanding how we're seeing things, our own psychology. And then the green eye over here pointing to your heart chakra, right? So feelings, emotions going on. So there's definitely a lot of unfair stuff that's been going on, or as I mentioned before, it can be just misunderstandings, but now things have been taken to the court, okay? So whatever is the outcome of all of this, it's been seen from the highest place. It's like things have been talked out. Every page has been turned. There has been left no stone unturned here. You've been looking at absolutely everything, okay? So whatever it is, this situation may come out as purified, cleansed, ready for something new. The slate has been wiped clean. So again, that depends on where you are. It could be that for some of you, you are just standing now on your own. Because the verdict may be that you are leaving this, you are rooting up, moving away, something like that. Either way, you are definitely coming back to a safe place within yourself, a secure place, okay? So let's pull some more cards to see if there is more information on this. Some more information on this on Pisces. Okay, we have one card coming out there. I'd just like to see if there are other cards. What is Saturn? Okay. So we have one card coming out for you. And that's an environment card. And in this card deck, this is talking about what you can expect to show up within the near future, okay? And here we have marriage, okay? So in my readings, this card is always talking about that this is like standing in a mirror and observing what's going on around you. It's a reflection. And since we have Cancer and you are also a water sign, we have a lot going here with remembrance, going back in time, past life memories perhaps showing up. This could be very well a past life memory as well, okay? So that's what's coming up here. And yeah, let's see what else is showing up here. This could of course also be something with your own zodiac sign energies about confusion and illusion, because you are a mutable sign. Movable sign. You are a movable sign, which means that you are going with the flow and you sometimes forget to put up boundaries, okay? So that is also sometimes where you are just swimming out in great illusions, and you can become very confused about, you know, what is true and what is false, because there are no boundaries here, okay? We have a great we believe in the good stuff in Pisces, okay? We believe only in the good. And sometimes that's why we end up being confused when people are sending mixed signals, you know? So therefore this could also be talking about illusion or mystery or even misconception. Again, here, misunderstandings with Six of Swords or delays in things, something like that. But definitely something, something that has been led you astray perhaps. For some of you, and I think that could be for the main, for most of you out there, that this is just a misunderstanding, and that has been mirroring what it is that you have experienced in your life. It's like going back maybe for some of you to your childhood, or when you were a teenager, something that is way back, that has been mirroring itself, that energy you have kept with you for so long. It has been actually having a great impact on what it is that you have experienced, and that's exactly what Saturn wants to teach you right now, because Saturn is about our structure, it is about karma, it is about us keep taking the same action on the same kind of situations. And it's right now Saturn is trying to push your attention to the fact that there is something here that you have kept doing over and over and over again, and now you need to break with that pattern, okay? Cancer is also talking about habits and patterns, because here we have the moon. The moon is the planet that is moving quickest who is at who's moving. You know, the moon is only taking like 28 or 30 days to move throughout our entire chart, okay? So that's why the moon is very important, because it holds our soul, our feelings, our sensitivity. And so you need to have a closer look at that. What kind of patterns is it that has been mirroring your life and your decisions for so many years? Because you are going to have a deep cleanse with that right now, because you haven't noticed it. And that's exactly what Saturn wanted you to experience right now in Aquarius. Set yourself free. Have a look at your patterns, at your habits, and you will find a way to break free of all of that. And as I mentioned before, maybe this is just about simple misunderstandings, okay? Anyway, the situation is ending up with purity, a deep cleanse, you or and someone else having seen both sides of that, someone who has been maybe misunderstanding your actions or your communication throughout years. Finally they get to understand it, because you will have this talk, okay? So that's what's going to show up right now. Maybe misconception, maybe illusion, maybe a deeper mystery. But definitely I feel that, also because this card is showing up in my readings as a kind of a mirror, knowing this pattern, you know, it's about really starting to recognize the patterns and why you've been going through them. And that can be a hard lesson, okay? That can be something quite emotional showing up for you here. But that's, finally, there will be some kind of understanding of this. Finally, you will have been seeing all sides of this situation. Why? Okay. So let's pull you guys some final guidance cards to see if Saturn has a final word on this. Let's see what's showing up for you. What is showing up for you? Do we have some cards for Piscean people? Yes, we have one card, two cards coming out for you. Okay. Yes. So the first card to come out is this card, talking about finding your bliss and expect things to show up right now. This is also talking about you being positive and not overlooking anything, but meeting your challenges, which is all about Saturn energies, meeting the challenges to make you a wiser person, okay? So you don't want to overlook anything here, because you want to have a focus on what you're feeding yourself with, what kind of nutrition, what kind of energy are you feeding yourself with. So don't indulge yourself too much so that you will overlook still the details in things, especially with you guys, because you are so endlessly loving and you're thinking only good stuff about people. And of course that is a very nice ability to have, really. But sometimes we don't want to indulge ourselves too much. We don't want to enter up in this dream zone too much, especially for you, so that we're just dreaming ourselves away and we forget that there's still some kind of work to be done here. But you can expect things here to show up for you. You will feel that you are going to work with your bliss, and you feel very, very much appreciated here, first of all by yourself, because for some of you, you have been taking initiative for all of this, and for some of you, you will find that someone has been knocking at your door to say, you know what, we need to clean this up, okay? We need a deep cleanse on this. So just have a positive outlook on things and whomever and whatever is showing up for you, because you're moving now into the future with Aquarius here, much more effective, much more humane. You are going to socialize, you're going to meet like-minded people. So also the other card coming out for you is this card, talking about that it's time to go. You know, you're wrapping up something, you're maybe wrapping up a special life circle, wrapping up situations, you know, saying, what am I going to take with me? I only need to take with me energetically what I need to meet the future in a very positive way. So leave some stuff behind energetically. What do we no longer need to take with you? That is also something that is in your zodiac sign energy, that we are wrapping things up in the 12th house. We are looking at what kind of burdens we have had on our shoulders that we no longer need to have with us, okay? So this is talking about minimizing also your life, you know, wrapping up, you're beginning a new life story. This is about taking the first steps in that direction as well, okay? So let's place it over here, because you have now rectified something. You have been looking at the scales, you have noticed the patterns, you are breaking out, and some of you may be breaking patterns that has been within your family for many years, maybe generations, okay? You are doing something differently, because that's also something that we find in Aquarius. It's about doing things differently. It's about shifting our energy, shifting our direction, okay? It's about enlightenment and illumination. So for some of you, you are the one who is breaking the pattern. I don't remember the exact word for that in English, but I hope you get the picture, that you are breaking with whatever your family may have been working with, or the way they are looking at things, their opinions in certain life areas, you know, their attitudes toward things. You are breaking that kind of pattern now. You're doing something differently. Okay, wow. There's really a lot going on here, but you are also Piscean. So you are very deep. You are someone who is diving deeper under the surface to find the bigger truth of it all, to go back to the original. Okay, so find your way back home to yourself now. Become the main character of your own life. Okay, so I'm gonna wish you all the best out there. I hope you've been inspired to dive even deeper into all of this. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to contact me through the comment section down below this video, or through my website herlanguage.dk. So take great care of yourselves out there as you're beginning a whole new chapter of your life. I'm wishing you all the best. Take great care, and bye for now.